Hello everyone, my name is Emma and today I'll be talking about poverty in Vietnam. So here's my table content of what I'll be talking about. What is poverty? Where do most poverty happen in Vietnam? What is the cause of poverty in Vietnam? Investing in infrastructure, inequality in Vietnam and how to stop inequality, how to solve poverty in Vietnam and the conclusion. So what is poverty? Poverty is about comparing a person or a family's income to the minimum amount of income needed to cover their basic needs, including food, clothing, and shelter. In addition to a lack of money, is not being able to participate in recreational activity such as sending children on a day trip with their schoolmates or to a birthday party, and most importantly, not being able to pay for medication and hospital bills. Where does most poverty happen in Vietnam? The Northern Midlands and the mountainous region are the poorest area, with the poverty rate standing at 18.2%. Lai Châu has been the poorest province in Vietnam. It is also the least industrialized province. What is the cause of poverty in Vietnam? Historically, almost all Vietnam production is being handled by its government, weakening its private sector. In 2016, Vietnam was ranked 98 out of 189 countries in the Ease of Doing Businesses Index. A richer domestic private sector could be the final push to eliminate poverty in Vietnam. Furthermore, failing infrastructure remains one of the large causes of poverty in Vietnam. Although immense effort were put into the late 90s to bring electricity back to its people, Vietnam infrastructure system for water, energy, logistics, and telecommunication are far from where they are needed to be. Invest in infrastructure. Investing in infrastructure in Vietnam presents a significant opportunity due to the government's ambitious plans to grow its economy. This includes upgrading transportation, power, and other infrastructure sectors. Vietnam public and private investment in infrastructure reached 5.7% of GDP in recent years, the highest in Southeast Asia and the second highest in Asia, just after China only, who is 6.8%. Inequality in Vietnam. The Vietnamese government has done a tremendous job on reducing poverty in Vietnam. However, inequality has worsened because of the rapid economic growth, and income distribution becomes uneven between the rich and the poor. The wealthiest 10% of Vietnam earners account for nearly 40% of the country's total income, while the poor 40% just earn 15% of the country's total income. How to stop inequality in Vietnam? Vietnam needs to focus on implementing progressive policies on taxation, public spending, improve access to high-quality education and healthcare, promote gender equality, enhancing labor rights, and addressing regional disparities. How to stop poverty in Vietnam? Vietnam needs to invest heavily on infrastructure and strengthening its private sector. Estimates suggest an annual of 25 to 30 billion US dollars in infrastructures, surpassing its available budget of 15 to 18 billion US dollars in infrastructures. Bridging this gap relies heavily on attracting private investment to support the 4% expected annual growth from the year 2022 to 2027. In conclusion, poverty is not a problem of a person, but of a whole nation, and it should be dealt on an urgent basis by the implementation of effective measures. Thank you for listening.